I request you guys to kabhi kabhi switch on your mic and talk, because otherwise it feels like I'm taking an online class and my students are teaching me. So please don't make me feel that. Please, if you can, switch on your camera at times. If you can, switch on your mic and please respond. It's been really long since I hosted a GD, so if I end up messing up anything, just know that it's just a Shrestha thing. And yeah, welcome. Too familiar with the classes? Oh yes. Okay, so welcome to the group discussion of Red, White, and Royal Blue. So for the people who have read the book, I have read the book and I have loved the book. So if you expect that in this GD, because I'm hosting, I'll be unbiased, you're completely wrong. I'll be very biased because you can see. Yeah. So let's start. And I want everyone to, like be responding to me, please. So this is the vibe. Hey, slide. Yeah. This is the vibe of the book in case you have not read it. This is in this beautiful book, which I absolutely love. The first son of America, that is president's son. She's a lady president, which haven't happened in America yet, even after it's the oldest democracy of the world. So yeah, take down patriarchy. So yeah, coming back, her son is Alex Claremont Diaz, and he is one of the leads. And the other lead, the person next to him, the romantic interest, is Henry. Henry is the Prince of Wales. So they are very important diplomatic figures. Obviously, you can think they are kind of head of their own country, and they end up falling for each other. So it's a queer romance. It's a beautifully written queer romance, and one of those rare queer romances which actually is happy. It's a rom-com. It's not sad, because we have seen in the history of queer literature, queer romances, that it's usually very sad. So if you're looking for something fluffy, which is queer, I think this is just the right book. So first thing first, let us just talk about how much have you guys rated it, how much you liked it or disliked it. And I will not take any bad, no, I will take bad reviews of it. Come on, let me know that if you guys, okay, there is a 6 out of 5 already. You are my man, I'm telling you. Yeah, what are your, if you have read the book, how much will you rate it out of 5 stars? Guys, I'm waiting for response.
Well, I rated it around 4.5.
Okay. Okay. That's a
We are
good
talking
rating.
together.
Yes, you are approved. Yes, the next one, please. Okay, I'll just have the list. I will kill you someday, Kavi. Please come prepared for one of my GDs at least. Matlab request, please, please. Yeah. The movie was yuck. The movie was a 3 star for me as well, but you have to read the book. Yeah. What about the other people? What about Ishwarya? What about on?
We
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
we will just hit Kavyadi a 0.5 star less because her profile picture has the book in it.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh my God. Yes. Kavi, what kind of a behavior is this? Oh my God.
This is the
Okay.
book that will get you out of
Hi,
the
Deepak.
slump.
Yeah. Hi,
Hello,
Deepak.
hello everyone.
So, have you read the book?
Which one?
Red, White, and Royal Blue. That's the book
Mm,
that we are discussing today.
no, no, sorry.
Okay. Okay. You're excused, but you will end up reading the book after watching this GT, because we
Okay.
are all fangirls and fanboys here. So yeah. Anyone else whom I see? Hi Fatima, can you hear me? Can you tell me your rating for the book? Ramya,
Yes, but I haven't read the book. I haven't watched the movie either.
you have watched the movie. You have not read the
No,
book.
no, I
You
haven't. I
guys,
haven't.
you haven't done anything.
No, no.
Okay, it's fine. You will be inspired after this. I am not. I am not scolding anyone. I'm just showing my enthusiasm for the book so that they read it.
You
Okay.
all need to convince me to buy that
You
book
will be
and read.
convinced. Wait. I'll show you my annotations. Okay. Are you convinced? If not, then okay, wait till the end of this GD. Okay, Ramya Saundarya. I really want a response. Have you guys read the book? How much have you rated the book?
Shrestha, I haven't read the book yet.
Okay. So is
Yeah.
it like 50 people, 50%, 50 people ratio that who have read the book and who have not? So, okay, I'll just quickly move forward because a lot of you have not. Only Kaviti is going. Yeah, she will. Kavi will be scolded indefinitely by me. She's yet to read Harry Potter, guys. Like, shame on the whole reading community.
Even
Okay,
after the
so
discussion, she hasn't started it.
no, imagine that. Okay, so the topics that we will be talking about today, that is queer fiction rom-com, because that's the genre that we put this book in. The characters of Red, White, and Royal Blue, for the people who have read it, they know and they probably have loved each and every character. So yeah, is it cliche or is it cute? Because apparently one of my best friend found it cliche. I'm this close to abandoning her, but okay. And the book versus the movie. So the people for Kavya, I have kept this topic because she did not read the books. If not Red, White, and Royal Blue, have you guys read any other queer fiction? I really want to know. These are some of the popular queer fiction that that is there on Bookstagram or Book Talk. So and are modern compared to others. Okay, so you have read Aristotle and Dante. Anyone else who have read any queer fiction, any queer romance in if that I think that's a more appropriate. Any
Actually,
takes on that?
actually, I've read a ton of queer fiction, but nothing is coming inside my mind right now.
Okay.
It's like completely
Yes,
blank.
Ishwarya
Like
is the color purple fan. Yeah. Hi, Afnan.
I have read A
Have you read the
Little
book?
Life, but that is very depressing.
Oh yeah, is it a queer romance? I think it's more of
Yeah, it's there. It's
a
the
very
romance
sad
is
book.
there. Huh.
Okay. I have read a Teacher of the wait. The chat just disappeared. I have read Teacher of the Year, Happy Endings as well. Okay. I have not read a lot of queer fiction, so if there is any suggestions you guys wanna give here, it's your chance. Then we will move to the next slide. Is there any queer
there
fiction
is,
that you guys wanna
yeah,
recommend?
there is this book that got released this month, Antidote by Sherubi. I also posted
Okay.
a review on it. Like it is so good. It is stepbrother romance though, but it is
Oh, okay.
really very good.
Okay. Sounds something that will be fun. So, anyone else have anything to suggest, anything to add at this point?
Read A Little Life, no?
Yeah, I will, but I don't think I'm mentally there because I am already in my sad girl era. If I end up reading that book,
I bought it yesterday actually.
yes, I'll leave the name. Okay. Thank you so much. We will take down recommendations, obviously. Antidote to Cherubi. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's move to the next slide where we will be discussing about how much romance and how much comedy the book actually was. For the people who have read it, I would really like to have a response because henceforth the slides that I have prepared, that is mostly, like for the people who have actually read the book, unlike Kavya. So I will like to get a response. I will like to get a response from the people who have read the book, that how much fun it was, how much of the romance element you like, and how much of the comedy element did you like. Anyone who have read the book, guys? Okay. not being a critic, but I have never read a poor fiction. This is your chance. You are reading Red, White, and Royal Blue next. This is your, sign. This is the silver lining. Okay, so as people have not read it, let me just walk you through the story of this rom-com. That is, Alex and Henry. They start off as enemies, not exactly enemies, on each other's throat, trying to kill each other. Yeah, more of rivals, and they end up in a situation which involves a lot of cake and icing all over their body. That sounds very dirty, but yeah, that was not that bad. But yeah, so for diplomatic reasons, they have to patch up their relationship, and henceforth they have to meet each other, and hence their romance starts building from there, when they actually get to see the side of each other, which, because they are very public figure, they get to see the side of each other which they don't present to the public. So yeah, that's how the romance starts. Let's talk about Henry and Alex. Anyone, any individual person, please save me here, and let's talk about Henry and Alex, because I'm a simp for them. Anyone? You did? I think the cast did a perfect job. Like, from someone who have read the book and watched the movie, everything aside, their chemistry
Actually, I
is
don't know if I
so
can
good.
speak about it because
Yeah.
I have only watched the movie and I
Oh, yeah,
haven't
yeah,
read
sure,
the
sure.
book.
Go ahead. Yeah, you tell me,
Like,
what are your feelings about Alex and Henry?
I think personally I would love the, I don't know whether because I have always judged and it has gone wrong a lot of times. So
Okay.
in the I personally feel like movie is better than the book because I don't know, like after watching their chemistry it was insane. I don't think
Okay.
the book would have brought up that much chemistry because
Okay.
both of those actors I personally love them, like in their individual movies, and seeing
Yes.
them together and being a BL fan, it was a game for me.
Yeah. I'm not crying, guys, but yeah, okay. So, well, I am not gonna say that I'm gonna change. I don't want to change your reviews, but if you actually end up reading the book, which you should, then you will find that yes, the characters were very well portrayed, and there is something to cinema that cannot be written in books, and obviously there is something to books that cannot be shown in a cinema. So both these elements come together if you have, like, watched the movie and read the book as well, because in the book as well, the characters are so good, the character development is so good, even the chemistry is so good. I just don't want to rave about it anymore, but it's the best romance I have read. It's not just the best queer romance, but the best romance that I have read. And I have not read a lot of books, but probably I have read about 200, 300 books till now. So that says a lot, I guess. Okay, this book is in my TBR for so long. Why haven't I read it yet? This is my sign. Yes, this is your sign. If you feel like this is not your sign, then I will have to push, like, throw my book on you to make it feel like a sign to pick this up. Okay, let's. Yeah, because Red, White, and Royal Blue is also one of my most favorite reads of all time. Yeah. Always do? Yeah, you speak sometimes. I'm missing you. Like, not just in chat. I want to listen to you. Say something. Have you read the book, Aishwarya?
No, no, I haven't read. It's raining and thundering here.
Oh my god, why are you guys hurting me so much? What did I do this? What did I
I
do to
actually
deserve
read
this?
only 20 pages and post that I have to concentrate on my exam studies, otherwise I'll be doomed at home.
Okay, you're excused, but you're not forgiven. I probably do. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so the next characters that we would have talked about, they are Nora, June, and Bee. Nora and June. Nora is Alex's sister, which is like the daughter of the president of America, and June is their friend. yeah, I guess, or the either or, I don't exactly remember at this point. And B is Henry's sister. And even though it's a queer romance, what I absolutely loved about this book is that it have portrayed the female characters so well. And this is one of the major points why I did not enjoy the movie, because obviously it's a very short running time, so you cannot give importance to every character in a movie. But in the book, they thrive. Nora, June, and B are one of the most powerful and amazing female characters ever written in the history of, female characters. That's all I have to say. I think June is not there in the movie. For the people who have watched the movie, please fill me up. I think Nora and B is there in the movie, and if what is your take on them? At least let me know, like from the movie's perspective as well. Kavya, let's start with you. That is not assistant. That is B. That is his sister, his elder sister, I think. And yeah. Yeah, and Nora, I think if you remember that scene in the movie where Alex is having, these thoughts that is he actually in love with Henry, and in the closed door, she tells him, like she talks to him, and convinces him that you should go ahead and the way you should proceed with this. I think that was Nora, because June is not there in the movies. Okay, so this is yet again a question that the people who have watched the movie might not have realized that it's such a big point, but it is a very big deal in the movie. So, is there anyone? Okay, Bhagyashree is calling us. Yeah. Hi guys, can you hear me? Hello. Yeah. So, President Mom and Queen Mom, they are very big two characters in the book. I think we get to see a bit of the President Mom in the movie as well. Is there anyone in the group who would like to talk about it a bit? That how did they like the character? Is there something remarkable that they remember of them? Something, anything?
Okay, so
Yeah. Okay, Jenna, you were talking.
yeah, so I was just waiting for you to introduce Kune's mom as well so that I can combine June's and Kune's mom together so that I can speak about it.
Yes, sure. Please go ahead.
So, like, we three, four friends have read from my book only. So, these have
Okay.
highlights from each of us, which are different. So, like, I don't usually allow my
That's
friends
so
to
cool.
highlight my books, but this one was an
Yeah.
exception. So, I read it first time. So, I highlighted it. Then,
Yeah.
my friend read it, who highlighted it for the second time, so that the portion that I have missed, she has highlighted. And then the third friend
Oh
has
my
done the
god.
same.
This is so good. This is so
Okay.
nice.
We did it by pencils actually because at that time we didn't have highlighters. So yeah, but
Okay.
yeah. So I was saying
Yeah.
that I have very different take from you about books and movies. And
Mm-hmm.
though I agree that June's and Clint's mom character were really lacking, and apart from Nora, I don't think they did portray even Nora beautiful in the movie. It was
Mm-hmm.
only the president's mom's pizza scene that really shines in the movie.
Yes.
But apart from that, I don't think they did much justice to it. In the book, on the
True.
contrary, one of the best scenes ever in the bookish friendships I have seen in this book,
True that.
even in the
True that. Oh
siblings
my god.
and
Yes.
friendship.
True. I completely and absolutely agree. There, like inter-character dynamics is so good, even apart from Henry and Alex. Like Henry and Alex obviously get the center stage. Their romance is
Yes,
beautiful. But the way they are connected to their friends, and they are connected to each other, that is so beautifully portrayed. It's so heartwarming to see.
Yes, but on the contrary as well, if I see the movie without
Yeah.
interfering and judging it as a book adaptation, I think I really love the movie and it is one of my comfort watches. Like if I don't judge it by कि
That's so
इसमें ये
sweet.
कैरेक्टर
That's so
नहीं था,
sweet.
ये नहीं था, पर सिर्फ उस बुक को उस मूवी को उस मूवी के लिए देखो, it is very well made and I really loved it.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah.
But I but
Okay, so we
I
have a
also
comment from,
agreed
yeah.
that Queen's mom deserved to be in the movie because the best scene in the
Oh my
movie
god,
was
yes.
book was in the end with her kick-ass character, and the
True,
movie
true.
lacked it
Like
so
the
much.
character arc
Mm.
made it
It
amazing, but like it was lacking in the movie.
was
Yeah.
best. I
Okay, so
hadn't
here,
expected it in the book at all, and even in the movie. Sorry, but
yeah.
even in the movie, I
Yeah,
was
yeah, no, no, no,
expecting
it's
till
fine,
the
it's
last
fine.
moment कि एक glass मिल जाए उसकी मम्मी का and it would have been enough.
True that. Okay, so we have got a comment from Ishita. Queen Mom in the book is so powerful, well spoken, and of course, so she's loved, and she did out outrage her mom on the quest. And exactly that part was so essential to describe Henry's relationship. It was very important. I felt that her mom's presentation in the book it justified it, but in the movie it was not there. But I felt like it did a lot in shaping the character of Henry as well. Like we got to know at the very end that why Henry is like that. Even though his brother and his dad they have been very rigid, strong characters, like kind of people who might not have approved of his sexuality, but what made him comfortable in his skin were his sister and his mom because they were absolutely loving and stunning women. So yeah, that's there. So for the people who have watched the movie and not read the book, this is something that you're really missing on. Like all the other characters, they got something. They got at least a little bit of spare scenes here and there. But Queen Mom and President Mom, they are a banger in the book, and I cannot talk enough about them. So you're missing out on that if you haven't read the book. Okay, so for the people who have read the book, we are starting a set of questions, I would say, where we will be judging was it cliche or was it cute. For the people who have watched the movie, I think you all can also answer because I have took up the key moments of the book and the movie. So let's start. What is your take on the wedding cake incident? Was it cliche or was it cute? I really want to know. Cute. Okay, we have got one vote for cute. Anyone?
Yeah, the description, the
Ah,
cake, the description was very cute of the cake. It was very similar in kind, but it was not crisp.
yeah. It was very dramatic, I would say, but I will not say it was cliche. It was very fun. I really enjoyed reading that, and we also enjoyed watching it because it was so well portrayed in the movie as well. Okay, the next is the New Year party kiss, and if anyone says it was cliche, you have to fight me on this. Okay,
I
so
was
you
jumping
better
in the
watch your
scene when I
words.
read it. It was so interesting. Like,
Yeah.
that made me blush.
Yes, same here, same here. I was blushing like an idiot. Cuteness and cliches. Okay, it was perfect. Yes, it was. It was very sweet. It's one of the best scenes. Okay, now
Like
this.
even though it was like cliche, there are some
Yeah,
scenes or some sequences. Even though if it is cliche, we would love to read cliche.
yeah. It just made our hearts so warm and so fluffy and so cozy. So yeah, it was a fun ride. Okay, the next thing is the emails and love letters for the people who have not read the book. Please, there are so many good love letters and emails there. Please. Oh my god. And let me just tell you, they just don't write each other emails. They also quote from the famous poets and from history and from like it's lyrical, it's poetic. Like it should go down in the English literature syllabus as something which is poetic. The letters and emails are so good, according to me. Now, I would really want to know. Okay, my mind works like add it to the cart, buy, read this. This is so cute. I'm missing out. Read you. Okay, I don't know that why I have not spoken enough about this on my social media on Nisha, but this is one of my most favorite reads. So you should read it. I guess, I guess. I have to do that. Okay, so Ishita says email was the one thing that kept me reading. Yes! Oh my god, that is so beautiful. So lyrical. It's beautiful. In the movies, for the people who have watched it, I don't know if you remember or not, but the time that they were chatting, they were chatting and we were seeing the sequences and the chats and they were imagining each other together. I felt like that was very beautifully portrayed in the movie. Do you guys remember it? Can anyone recollect what I'm telling? Missing out on the discussion. Yeah. That was the fallout, right? But I'm not talking about that. Initially, when they started texting, at that moment it was very beautifully shown in the movie, like their daily life and the chat was popping up on their screen and they were blushing and like talking to each other. Yes, emails were leaked and that was so brutal. Oh my god. And guys, I don't know if you know this who have watched the movie, but they have completely changed this leaking email plot in the book and in the movies. It's not the same in the books. It's a completely different thing. So it's not like that. If you have read or if you have already watched the movie, so like it, it's very different. Something very absolutely different happened in the book, and it's not the same thing. So you will feel like the end portion of the book, it will feel like you're reading something very different from what you have watched. So I would not say that I disliked what they showed in the movie, but
I would just like to add a few things in between.
yeah,
Okay.
sure, please.
So, like the emails in the book, like before this book, I have never really liked emails or messages that WhatsApp chats in between the book, but this one changed it because before this book, there was nothing credential in the messages or emails, but this one changed it completely. Also, on the book versus movie debate, one thing that I did not liked in the movie was how again the email portion was opened up. So without giving spoilers, they changed the trajectory of a character completely from book to movie, and it was the worst thing because in the book the character was completely different, and I really liked that character. But in the movie, it was really hidden.
It was something very different. Like they just changed everything about it. Like it's, I don't know, I think that it could not have been done because it would make the movie very political. But yeah, they just completely missed out on the part, and that made the movie even more interesting for me. I am really trying to look for an email so that I can read it out to you guys. Okay, so I have got a scene, and as we are very few people who can participate in this, so I would take the liberty of reading out a portion from the book. Is it fine with you guys?
Page number,
Or you
please.
can
I
dictate
have
mine.
the book with me as well.
Yes. Okay. So the page number is 242. Here it is.
I know what it
It's
is.
fine, right? You know that? Yeah. Okay. So okay, I have not read a few messages. I missed them. If there is emails or letters in the book, yes, you have to read it because the letters and emails are apparently one of the best pieces of literature out there. I can vouch for that, and I have a 5 years literature degree, guys. So you can take my words on it. Okay, yes. Okay, Ishita also agrees with you. And okay, cute people, bye. Have to leave. Mom is calling. Okay. It is fun having you here. I just wish that you like the discussion. That's that. Okay, I'll just read. Okay, I'll read the ending portion from the end. Should I tell you that when we are apart, our bodies come back, your body come back to me in dreams. That when I sleep, I see you, the dip of your waist, the freckle above your hip. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I have just been with you. The phantom touch of your hand on the back of my neck, fresh and not imagined. That I can feel your skin against mine, and it makes every bone in my body ache. That for a few moments I can hold my breath and be back there with you in a dream, in 1,000 rooms, nowhere at all. I think perhaps Hamilton said it better in a letter to Eliza. You engross my thoughts too entirely to allow me to think of anything else. You not only employ my mind all day, but you intrude upon my sleep. I meet you in every dream, and when I wake up and I cannot close my eyes again for ruminating on your sweetness. If you did decide to take the opinion mentioned at the start of the email, I do hope we haven't read the rest. You haven't read the rest of this rubbish regarding. Okay, so there is also one thing. The way they regard each other, the way they cite is also very hilarious. So here it says, regards, haplessly, romantically, heretic, Prince Henry, the utterly daft. So that's just a part of the email, guys, and I don't know what else can convince you to read the book. I'll tear up. I'll choke up at this moment. Yes, you have to read this. You have to. You have to. Okay, so there is also a scene. Let's just move past it. There is also. Thank you, guys. Okay, so there is also a scene where we are in Alex's lake house, and that's a very steamy and emotionally bonding scene for the couple. Do you guys remember it from the movies, from the book, anywhere? It's one of the like one of those building blocks that shape their relationship. Do you guys remember it? Yes or no? Was it cliche? Was it good? What are your takes, guys? Okay, they were swimming. They went somewhere. They were swimming. His dad was cooking, stuff like that. Yes, 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 yes. I love the way they have mentioned the classic literature letters. Exactly. This book is so well researched. If you have watched the interview of Casey McQuiston, I just guess I'm pronouncing it right. She have mentioned that how she have been through the blueprint of the White House so many times that she has literally memorized it, and the effort she has put into in writing these emails and these letters. So this is a very well researched book in terms of literature. You will see a lot of great examples of great literary letters, because apparently letters from one poet to another is considered one of the biggest pieces of literature. So beautiful quotations. I don't know how many hundred letters she has to read to find the exact ones so that she can quote them in her email. So like it's beautiful, guys. It's very thorough. Okay, so I am going to the next part, and I think here people might have some opinions that I really want to know. That is the breakup part and the reconciliation, when actually the emails get leaked and the breakup happens and then they meet again. Did you guys cry, or was I the only one? Hi.
I definitely did.
Book padho kabhi, you will cry. I can vouch on that. It was so sad when they broke up and had a fight. Yes, it was heartbreaking. And even in their breakup, they talk poetically. Oh my god. The way Henry speaks while he's breaking up. Mesmerized at all. Okay, so anyone else? Any other opinions? Or we will go to the next slide. Okay, I'm going to the next slide. The ending. Any takes? Any opinions on the ending? How was the ending? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you feel like it deserves something more? Kavi, Afna, you have watched the movie. Yeah. 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 Same here. I really like the ending. Bhagyasri, you have read the book, watched the movie. Tell us, did you like the ending? Yeah.
No, I haven't watched the movie yet.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. True. True that. True that. For the
Uh,
people,
Hi.
yeah. 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 Tell
Sorry,
us.
sorry. No, no,
Yeah. Yeah.
just
No.
a
No. You go ahead.
confirmation was of what she was saying. It is just like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a representative, I always like to read. I have not read this particular one. And
Mm-hmm.
from what you've been talking, I really want to read it, all of yours. So it's piqued my interest. But I mean, in my opinion, like why we don't read much of the romance is because they end up happily usually,
Yeah.
and usually real life may it doesn't work like that. I mean, not
Mm-hmm.
always, of course, but it doesn't work like that, and then you feel bad for yourself. So then you don't want to. This is after me myself being a romance author. I am still saying this,
Okay.
but because I like she said, I also read very few romance. I'm usually into
Okay.
thriller and everything. But this, after attending this, I want to read this. So
Okay.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay, so
I'll
I'll just
definitely.
I'll just quickly read the comments that we have got, the messages. Jana said that he loved the ending. Yeah, it was everything. The ending was literally everything, and it was connecting and kick-ass. The ending was everything. For once, I thought that Henry's grandmother couldn't allow this relationship, but when the queen stepped in, oh my god, that was a remarkable scene. The way the crowd supported them, and the very last scene of the book, where he has the key and they go to that house, if you guys remember, that was also very like prominent. I feel like the biggest problem with romance book is that how do you really end a romance book? Like, for this is coming from someone who have been in relationship for 6 years, and obviously we see a lot of people around us who are beautifully in love for years and then they break up. Like, everything was going happily ever after, and then suddenly things are not. So it's really difficult to end a romance book, I would say. In thrillers, the mystery gets solved, it's fine. In any other book, it's very easy, to build a clear ending. But in romance, it's really difficult. But I feel the ending of this book has defined good endings to me, because it was not something as an ultimatum. The ending of the book is the start of something. The ending of the book is the start of Henry and Alex's relationship. As I have told, I'll tell this again for the people who have, who are willing to read this book. The one of the major part why this romance spoke to me a lot is because this is not a usual romance. Like, not usual in the sense, here we are looking at the lives of two people with whom the people are obsessed. The normal audience, like the people of their country, the people of the world are obsessed. They are popular figures. They are having millions and millions of people who are looking up to them. So when you are in that position, like even in our day-to-day lives, I feel like the people who have gone through a breakup, they might have been in that phase where you think that it's fine, we are out of love, we will break apart, but the people who know about us, how do I explain it to them? When you are fighting or when something happens in a relationship, it becomes such a task. And think of that in so much higher level, that you are a celebrity, a literally celebrity, on your life, on your every word. The global politics can shake. The decisions you make at that moment, that truly defines. So this romance is very unusual from that sense, that it's not just the story of Henry and Alex, it's the story of every queer kid who have been in a closet and have been fearing a lot, because obviously he has something to lose. But here they not just have their families to lose, their friends to lose, but their face in front of the whole world to lose. So this spoke too much to me. This book was very special for many reasons, and that is why, apart from like all the fun scolding and everything, I really want you guys to read this, because it defines a lot. It defines a lot of how we see the world, how relationship is not just something very personal to us, but it's very public. It's something that we share with the world as a whole. So yeah, yeah, okay, I spoke a lot. Yeah, this book is really good, guys. It's really, and
Spoke a lot and spoke really well. I admire you from now on. I'm your biggest fan right now.
thank you so much. Oh my god, it means a lot. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, এক মিনিট দিতে দাঁড়াও আমার ক্লাস।
Yes, till then, I will like to add something to what Shrestha said. That Red, White, and Royal Blue and Heartstopper are the two books that are really of bridging the conversations among people who do not like to discuss these things. Like I remember very well, I read it when I was in second year of my graduation. And when you are in college, you meet across different people who do not like support these things. And so Red, White, and Royal Blue and Heartstopper, either books or movies or series, whatever they are. But these two are the things that really, if not changed their ideologies, at least have, invested them, the people who do not support LGBTQ, to at least be involved in the conversation with us, understand what come out means, understand what being in the
Yeah.
closet means, and everything of that sort. So at least they are able to at least be in conversation rather than just completely ignoring it. And these two have really did this thing really well.
Yeah, actually is, like, if you want to start reading queer fiction, why this book will be a good start is because even though it's a queer fiction, it is not on your face. Sometimes you read a book and its themes are very on your face. Like, I can give the example of Kim Jong, born 19 something, 1982 or something. And it is a feminist literature, and you will feel its idea on every page, every line of the book. But when you are reading Red, White, and Royal Blue, even though it is a queer fiction and it talks about the problems of coming out to the people and how you will be judged for that, it is also a problem which involves, like, the normal relationship problems that we had. It is not very on your face. It's not sad. It's not something that is scary to start, because all the queer movies that I have watched before that, like Call Me by Your Name, and I cannot really recollect. They are very sad movies. There is some hidden pain in these books that obstruct a lot of people from exploring those feelings. But I think Red, White, and Royal Blue is such a soft launch. Very well crafted book, guys. Very well crafted. Yeah, Kavi, you have your hand raised. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, true that. And I think this is also one of the major reasons that K dramas are so popular these days, because like in the very like easily available sex, I would have the liberty to say this because I think the people attending this are adults. So the accessibility to it have made it so easy for people to like look for something. So when we have something in too much excess, I feel like it loses the charm. Then we want to step back and we go back to like those romances that makes our heart happy, because who care, we have had enough of these. And yeah, Afna, you have your hand raised. Please tell us.
I want to talk because especially when you said K dramas, I got the thing
Yeah.
that nowadays people are searching the books that imitate the movies. Like they want a lot of intimate scenes, as in uh, intimate scenes that lack connection.
Yeah.
you know but especially you can also tell not only K dramas but also romance animes. Even
Yeah.
in that such things, even a hug or holding a hand can be
Oh my god,
can bring
yes.
such amount of feel, rather than getting straight to the point. You know what I mean? But we lack
Exactly.
such
Like
books.
holding hands, a kiss on the forehead, they are such pure acts of love that has lots its value, because obviously when you're showing one night stand and then they are like they are having sex and then eventually falling in love, you cannot really show that connection of first touch. So
Yeah.
I think that these books are really essential because they have highlighted. Oh my god, my dog is very angry on something. Yeah.
Even I have
Yes,
watched that
Rahul.
movie, and the one thing that I loved about that movie, that because there were literally no kiss scene, no intimate scene, but they showed the art of living together without any vulgar scenes.
Yeah,
I
that's
loved that.
that's that's
That's
such
the
a
thing.
thing
But its
lacking
adaptation in
in.
the
Yeah.
Hindi, that is Okay Janu, I think. They ruined that movie, in my opinion. Okay, because I loved this version of the
They did,
movie,
they
but
did.
Okay Janu, they made it into a hardcore,
Yes, yes, yes.
stuff.
They
Yeah.
did. They ruined it. I have watched both. Okay, Kanmani and Okay Janu. And Okay
Yeah,
Janu
that's
was
what I
probably
loved
a
because
waste of time and everything else.
yeah,
Even for the
because
actors,
connection is not always about being intimate.
save time and regret.
Connection is rather, what makes our heart flutter. That's what it means to me. Because even when we read romance books, I'm a romance sucker, and for what I read these books, I read these books because I want to feel that, I want to make my heart flutter, rather than boringly scrolling through the books. Yeah, I have to skip the scene because that's not what I want. I want to read each sentence, each word, and that must mean something to me. Like that must make me feel something.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
oh my god.
You have read that. Yeah. No, I feel like for whoever dark romance is, it's okay, it's your jam, you like it. But just because dark romance have become so popular, it feels like each and every book tries to include some of these scenes so that it stays relevant. But I feel like rather than just making softer books, making fluffier books is also essential, because apparently there is a
Yeah.
crowd, right? We have that here. So we have a crowd who really wants to read such books.
In case of dark
Okay.
romances also, we think we should classify it into two categories, because
Mhm.
nowadays dark romances have been categorized as something to be done without consent. That's not
Oh
dark
my god,
romance.
that's
That's
hilarious.
not
That's
dark romance,
that's
but people,
outright abuse. Yeah.
yeah, but people consider something to be done without consent, or dominating and stuff. That's dark romance. That's not dark romance, because books like
Okay.
Haunting Adeline, God of Wrath, and all the Rena Ken books is so misleading that it is to be categorized as dark romance, because there are books like Nocticadia, Gothicana, and all.
Mhm.
Such books are pure dark academic books, which contains dark
Okay.
events or witchery, witchcraft, and dark events. Such books should be
Mhm.
categorized as dark romance rather than doing the stuff without consent, no, dominating, stalking. But people nowadays, even the name of the dark romance genre is ruined, I think, because of such people
Yeah.
categorizing such things as dark romances.
Yeah, I have been recently trying to listen to this audiobook of Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. I also opt for a C book because I really want to know what happens in these books and why people are obsessed with it. But I'm yet to find the charm of it, because anything which is not consensual is not
Yeah.
romance. That's something you should be thrown into a jail for. So
Yeah,
okay.
and kids nowadays, 14-year-olds are reading this book and rating it 5 stars.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, that's their introduction to romance. That's their introduction to love, and that's very scary. I feel like the way there is at least some censorship available in movies, in at least even if they can watch it on OTT platforms, a 14-year-old kid cannot go to the theaters and watch something which is 18 plus.
Yeah.
So something similar should be done with books, that marketing adult books to kids should be prohibited. And so I don't know how this will happen, how this is possible in this, in this era of e-commerce, but I feel that it's really important, or like we are sending out very wrong message to the younger readers out there.
Yeah.
Any other take, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I was, especially when I said about Reena Kent books, I was thinking about him. I just said 14 for the sake of it. He's 16 and he loves these books.
Okay, 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 yeah,
Hardcore fan. And he justifies the characters. That's the funny thing.
okay. Yeah, like I am not against people reading this, because yes, like if you are reading a lot of books and this is a particular type of books that you are also enjoying, then it's perfectly fine, because I personally feel like reading should not be categorized as something elite and something mediocre and something, because you love cheesy romances, or if you love dark romances, you should not be considered a reader, or that's not reading, that's just porn. I don't believe in that psychology. But yeah, there needs to be a censorship, at least somewhere there something needs to be out there which like makes it bit
I also agree
inaccessible.
with what Shrestha said, because we must not, shame readers based on the
Yeah.
book they read. Because, whether a book is published, whether it be any genre or whether it be any person's taste, if a person is willing to read that book, that's a good book. I consider every book's
Yeah.
like that. But the thing
True,
is
true,
that
true.
after reading that book, how our mentality is, how we are reviewing such books, or how we are reviewing certain scenes that are included in the books, really speaks of. That's
Yeah,
what I
I
think.
agree.
Because something without consent, okay, there is no problem if you are reading it, but you should
Mm-hmm.
advocate, or you should voice out that what the character did was not good. He should have
Exactly.
at least apologized.
Yeah, it should not
That's my
like
point of view.
blend your moral compass when it comes to your favorite
Yeah.
characters.
Ye-
Just because you like
Yes.
a character doesn't make that you will be blind in supporting them. You have to have it. And
Yes.
I feel like
Exactly.
that is also a reason, right? But because when you are an adult, you get this subjective idea. But when you are young, you see things either black or either white. There is no gray in
Yeah.
your head. So you cannot justify these things. So you feel like, okay, I love this character, so I will justify everything that they have done. And that is why young readers should at least, like be constrained from reading such books till some age, at least. Yeah, Jenna.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to just add some things that, like we talked about, like restrictions on authors and all. But I
Yeah.
also think that even the criteria or the concept of consent isn't very much
Mhm.
ingrained in our either education system or parenting or societal norms anywhere.
True.
We do not see the concept of consent anywhere. So the moral compass automatically reaches to the books, or and
Agreed.
that's where things becomes little weird, because while presenting gray characters, the thing that authors, although I am not something that should say that author should be morally liable for such things,
Mhm.
but the line gets very blurred when a character does a bad thing and when author justify or glorify that bad thing.
True, true, true. I absolutely agree to this. I absolutely agree to this.
Like
This is a
I
very
will,
intense
yeah,
debating stuff. Yeah. Yes, but Jenna, like you beautifully highlighted the point that how do a child realize what is consent and what is right and what is desirable and what is not if the only source they get to know it from is from books? If
yes,
it would have been introduced to them in some other format, they would have that, like idea that how they should justify this, how they should, what should be the perspective while looking at this thing. But we are not giving them that opportunity. Sex education is a
yeah.
distant dream in Indian education system. So even our parents are very shied off, and I agree that we have a huge generational gap and stuff like that. But we also cannot deny that bad things are there. Like, just you not talking about sex and rape to your child because they are 12, 13 doesn't stop a 12, 13-year-old suffering through that. So we have to be responsible ourselves. Yes, Ahmed, please.
I mean,
Exactly.
like
Oblivion.
everybody is discussing. I mean, there are actual tropes. Like you have enemies to lover, best friends to lovers, and all. There are actual tropes of for dark romances also,
Hmm.
forbidden relationships, and what is
Yeah.
that? What was that other thing? Kidnapped,
Yeah.
um, CEO, and all of that. So all of mafia romance. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Mafia romances. All of that when they are, I think Jainam was speaking about gray characters. So when they are talking about gray characters, then they eventually also speak about, like you said, justification of why they did something.
Yeah.
So the moral is, I mean, what I learned from this is to remove the gray characters.
Hmm.
As an author, like a mother, no
Yeah.
matter what their child does, they're,
Hmm.
my child is nice, my child is a good boy,
Yeah,
good girl,
obviously.
okay. So no matter what they do outside, so that becomes, as I'm speaking of this as an author, so that becomes like that for an author, for his for his or her characters. That is probably why they justify it, but then it has its own repercussions eventually, you know
Agreed, agreed. And
so
Ishita has also highlighted about, Wattpad stories. And true, like till a point, Wattpad have been the source of all of this, because obviously you need to buy books to read them elsewhere, right? Getting a physical copy and the covers they have is something that would not be allowed in a Desi household. But Wattpad made it so accessible. But recently, because I have also written some fan fictions in Wattpad. Yeah, don't judge me. But yeah, like Wattpad has also come up with some restrictions, at least, where like you cannot publish 18 plus stuff. Your stories will not be available to them or something. You can publish, but you have to be like very thorough with all the guidelines that they have and all. So that's what I'm saying. That better than doing nothing. Start somewhere. Somewhere this needs to be overall looked into. So that's just the point that we all have, I guess. Okay, guys, need to go. Thank you, Aishwarya. I love you too. Okay, guys, so I had this a few slides where we would have discussed book versus movies, but I think like we did that throughout the conversation, so I'm not going much into it anymore. Anyone else who have to speak something, who want to add something, some satisfaction, dissatisfaction, agreement, disagreement, anything at all. So or else we can just say history, and end it.
Can I just read one passage from the email which is
Sure,
not
please. Please. Page number, please.
244.
Okay, 244. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's weird because I always know things about people, gut feelings that usually lead me in more or less the right direction. I do think I got a gut feeling with you. I just didn't have what I needed in my head to understand it. But I kind of keep chasing it anyway, like I was just going blindly in a certain direction and hoping for the best. I guess that makes you the North Star.
Dude, the number of hearts I have. Look. Brilliantly written book, guys. Brilliantly written book. You have to read it. That's all I want to say. Need to go work. I love the conversation, love the way you presented. Thank you. It was a pleasure that you joined. I am so glad that you people decided to join this conversation. Even though a lot of you have not read the book yet, I think we made the best out of it, and we somehow convinced each other to read the book. And I'm just glad that this really happened and I got to host it. This is one of my most favorite books. Thank you, Kavi, for like letting me host this for EBC. It has been a dream. Yeah, please speak.
No, so you do you do this like every week or how is it? Because I recently joined this group and this is the first time that I've
Yeah, Kavya, can you please let her know? Yeah.
Mathangi, I have my institutions. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Mhm. Happy peace. Okay. 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 Happy peace. Okay. 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 Sure. Thank you. Loved you. I love you a lot, Shrestha. I'm sorry, I'm saying this many times, but
Oh,
I've
thank
never,
you.
and
Thank you.
I'm not
Means a
really
lot.
come across a person.
I'm just so glad I could host this, and I'm really passionate about a few books because reading have been a very big part of my personality, and I took up literature as my degree as well, and talking have always been my thing. So EBC decided to give me this platform, and I'm forever thankful to Kavya, to EBC, for having me here, letting me do the stuff that I really love to do. And if even one person decides to read this book after watching this GD, I count this as a success. So yeah,
Kavya, she's
that's.
pointing at you.
If you reach the part where they start writing emails to each other, you will fly through the book. But I say that you take time. Read it like in an interval. Take a week or 2 weeks, whatever is comfortable for you, and read it. Read it slowly. It will make more sense. So, guys, I think we should end it. It has been more than 1.5 hours that we have been talking. Is there any concluding words from anyone that you want to share? Ishita, we really didn't get to hear you, but your opinions, your comments really mattered a lot because a lot of the people here doesn't decide to read the book. So thank you for reading the book and joining the GD. And Jenna, thank you for your support, dude. Or else I would have been blindsided. So yeah, that's from my end. Anyone who wants to share something?
Thank you, Shrestha. It was actually a very good session. So initially, when I got
Yeah,
to know that there is also a movie, I thought of watching it,
yeah.
but the way with so much passion you explained about the books, the emails, and everything, I think I
Yeah.
really would like to
I
read it.
honestly feel like you should first read the book and then watch the movie. The movie is
Okay.
also good because the characters, like the actors who have played it, they did an
Mm-hmm.
amazing job.
Okay.
But like plot wise, it did not evolve that well, like compared to the book. But as Jenna said, that if you
Mm-hmm.
just consider it as a movie, then also it's good. So like,
Yeah.
please, people who, if you decide to read the book, please do. It's lovely.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Shrestha. And this is
Thank you
my
so much.
first group discussion that I've joined. So I also wanted to know like
Okay.
how this works. And I think it's a really nice platform to actually discuss about books. And I have not been a reader all through my life so far. I've recently
Yeah.
picked up this habit, and only recently I've realized that I like reading books as well. So it's a good
Okay.
platform, and also EBC. I'm enjoying the conversation on a daily basis, getting to know the book recommendations. So slowly started adding books to my TBR. So I hope I will
Yeah.
be able to read some good books
Yeah.
going forward. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining as well. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Kavya. Yeah, I follow Shrestha on Instagram and YouTube actually.
I would just like to add in conclusion that I have mostly participated in EBC's GD when Shrestha has or has been the host. First time with the Harry Potter and second time it is this.
I am melting, I'm melting, I'm melting.
Can we please
Because
have a Harry
someone
Potter thing
because
again?
someone need to because someone need to support her now when the admin is not reading the book. Someone has to be with her.
Oh my god, I love this guy.
What?
Oh my god.
No, but you are the admin, na? You don't need the support. We need it.
I am gonna adopt this kid. I'm telling you.
Can we
Okay,
please
guys.
have another Harry Potter GD, please?
Yes, please.
Huh?
By the end of every year, I read the books again. So it's the
Yeah,
time that we
same,
should. I
same,
will read it again
same.
for
That is
the
that is
nth time. I
exactly
don't
what
know.
I'm doing.
Karo. I also have the audiobooks for the people who want to, like listen to it on the go. I have all the 7 audiobooks available with me. I can share it with you guys if you want.
So you do
So like it
not
would be easier
consider
because
Cursed Child, is it?
no, no, not Cursed Child. I
Same,
have
same.
read Cursed Child and I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it
I
as well
didn't like it either. I
because
mean,
the Golden Trio was
okay.
not there, so
Yeah.
it was very
True, very true.
lumpy.
Very true.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cursed Child came much later. रुक जाओ मैं बोल दूं थोड़ा Cursed Child के बारे में. Give me the opportunity to talk about Harry Potter whenever I get the opportunity. Yeah. So Cursed Child is not actually a book as say. It is like the
Yeah,
script,
it's a
the script of the
screenplay.
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
screenplay of a
screenplay.
play that is
So,
happening
but
in London.
yes, but it released way after the whole set was released because fans were so much, like eager to get something out of the Harry Potter fandom. So it came out, and I won't say people are very disappointed. People liked it. I liked it personally, but not as much as the Harry Potter series. If you are a Harry Potter fan, guys, I yet again want to suggest something. Please read Manacled is a fan fiction, and it is amazing. It is one of the best books that I have read. I might actually place Manacled above Harry Potter. So yeah,
That needs to be read.
yeah, yeah. So it's a bit dark. It's very dark. It depends on your speed, Kavya, because Harry Potter, from the 4th part, it starts becoming very chunky. Yeah, so
Oh, it's a Draco Hermione fanfiction.
yes. Oh my god, it's so good. I'll show you. I'll show you something. Okay, I'll show you. Wait. I keep these books as a. These books are not available in print, by the way. I got it from a store who. So I don't know how in my life my boyfriend got it for me. So I got the physical copies of Manacled, and these are not available anywhere. You have to read the e-versions. Just a store is available. If you want, I can share the link. And oh my god, this is one of the best things you will read in your entire life.
How is this
I vouch.
movie? Oh my god.
It's chunky, it's floppy. It's bigger than Deathly Hallows and Order of the Phoenix put together. The fanfiction. So,
Yeah, I can. Wow.
yeah, but it's very good. It's very good. Have you have read The Handmaid's Tale, or like do you know the concept of Handmaid's Tale?
I've heard, but I've not read it.
Yes, so it is like some parts of it are taken from Handmaid's Tale. It's a dystopic literature, and obviously it's a Harry Potter fanfiction. So in this world, Harry is dead, by the way, and Voldemort has
Yeah.
taken
That's
over.
the first line in chapter 1. I just
Yes,
saw. Oh god.
and Voldemort has taken over. So it's something else.
My god. My mind
Yeah.
is
So
blown.
So let's do the Harry Potter group discussions. Let's read them together and then have the GD.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
so let's call it a day, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. The GD just ended. Thanks for joining, though. Thanks for joining, though. Oh, okay. That's great. Bye bye.